Have you ever wondered if you can change your brain? Not physically, but change how it works and improves? Well, guess what? You absolutely can. And it's all because of this fantastic thing called neuroplasticity. In simple terms, neuroplasticity is your brain's superpower. It's the ability of your brain to reorganize itself by forming new neural connections throughout your life. Imagine your brain as a dynamic, adaptable part of your body that can make adjustments to its structure and function in response to new experiences, learning, or even after sustaining an injury. It's like a brilliant architect that can redesign and rebuild itself to help you adapt to new situations or changes in your environment. So, it's not just your muscles that can get stronger with exercise, your brain can too. So yes, you can change your brain, and it's all thanks to neuroplasticity. But what influences this amazing ability to change and adapt? Let's find out. Neuroplasticity, the brain's ability to reorganize itself by forming new neural connections, is influenced by several factors. Age, environment, behavior, and intrinsic neural processes all play significant roles in shaping our brain's adaptability. First, let's talk about age. While it's true that our brains are most plastic during our early years, neuroplasticity continues throughout our lives. It's a common myth that old dogs can't learn new tricks. As we age, our brains may take a bit longer to adapt, but they never lose this capacity entirely. Next, the environment plays a critical role in neuroplasticity. A stimulating and enriched environment can enhance brain plasticity by providing new experiences and challenges. This could be as simple as taking a new route to work, or as complex as learning a new language or instrument. Behavior is another significant factor. Our actions and experiences shape our brains in profound ways. For instance, practicing a skill repeatedly, such as playing a musical instrument or juggling, can lead to increased brain plasticity in the areas associated with that skill. Finally, intrinsic neural processes, such as the release of certain chemicals and hormones, also influence neuroplasticity. For instance, stress hormone cortisol can dampen neuroplasticity, while brain-derived neurotrophic factor, or BDNF, enhances it. It's important to note that these factors don't operate in isolation. They interact with each other in complex ways. For example, a stressful environment can lead to increased cortisol levels, which in turn can reduce neuroplasticity. Conversely, a stimulating environment can enhance BDNF levels, promoting neuroplasticity. Understanding these factors can help us make informed decisions about our lifestyles to maximize our brain's potential. Whether it's making sure we get enough sleep, managing stress, engaging in physical exercise, or challenging ourselves with new learning opportunities, every choice we make can influence our brain's plasticity. So these factors are critical in influencing how our brains change and adapt over time. What happens when our brain suffers from an injury or disease? Does it still have the capacity to change? Let's delve into this captivating question. The human brain is incredibly resilient and adaptable. This resilience and adaptability is primarily due to a phenomenon we call neuroplasticity. Neuroplasticity, or the brain's adaptability, is not just limited to learning new skills or adapting to new environments. It also plays a vital role in the recovery process after a brain injury or disease. Imagine this: you're a seasoned pianist, and your hands are like seasoned dancers on the piano keys. Then, one day a brain injury strikes, and you suddenly can't play the way you used to. It's heartbreaking, isn't it? But here's where neuroplasticity steps in. Your brain, resilient as it is, starts to rewire itself. It forms new connections and pathways to compensate for the ones that were damaged. Over time, with therapy and practice, you might find your fingers dancing on the piano keys again, all thanks to neuroplasticity. Neuroplasticity can also help maximize the remaining functions of the brain after an injury or disease. For instance, in cases of stroke where one part of the brain is damaged, the undamaged part can sometimes take over the functions of the damaged part. This is possible because of the brain's ability to reorganize itself, to reassign tasks to different parts. It's like a well-oiled machine that can recalibrate itself when a part is broken. But remember, this process of rewiring and reassigning is not an overnight miracle. It takes time, and it often requires targeted therapy and a lot of hard work. The speed and extent of recovery can also depend on various factors, like the severity of the injury, the age of the individual, and their overall health. So, what can we take away from this? Even when damaged, our brains are not just static lumps of tissue. They are dynamic, constantly changing and adapting. They can rewire, recalibrate, and recover. So even when damaged, our brains have an impressive ability to adapt and recover. Now that we know our brains can change, how can we maximize this ability for our benefit? Let's dive into some simple but effective tips. Firstly, regular physical exercise is not just for your muscles. It benefits your brain too. When you exercise, your heart pumps more oxygen to your brain, and this helps promote the growth of new neurons and connections, enhancing your brain's plasticity. It's like watering a plant. The more you water it, the more it grows. So, lace up those running shoes and get moving. Next, just as you train your muscles, you can also train your brain. Brain training exercises, such as puzzles, reading, writing, or playing a musical instrument, can stimulate your brain and enhance its functioning. These activities challenge your brain, pushing it to form new connections. It's like a workout for your brain, but instead of lifting weights, you're lifting ideas. Then there's diet. A healthy diet plays a significant role in maintaining brain health. Consuming foods rich in omega-3 fatty acids, antioxidants, and B vitamins, for example, can help improve cognitive function and promote neuroplasticity. It's like fuel for your brain. The better the fuel, the better it runs. Lastly, don't underestimate the power of a good night's sleep. Sleep is when your brain processes and consolidates the day's experiences, forming new memories and connections. It's like your brain's housekeeping time. It tidies up, organizes, and prepares for the next day. So, there you have it. Regular physical exercise, brain training exercises, a healthy diet, and enough sleep are 4 powerful habits to keep your brain in top shape. It's not rocket science, it's brain science. And the beauty of it is that you can start today. Right.